Hello, right. This is my video for the Cheap PC Challenge 2024. This challenge was started by Tech Ambrosia, and I'll link to all the necessary YouTube video and explanation and everything underneath this in the comments. The challenge is to build and use a PC out of used parts for under a certain price category. Now, there are two categories. There's the under 100 US dollars category, and there's the under 50 US dollars category. I've gone for the under 50 US dollars because it's just for a laugh and it's cheap. You don't have to buy an entire PC. You just have to buy the motherboard, the CPU, the GPU, and the RAM. Everything else is just assumed you've got lying about the place. So, I went for the under $50 category, which works out to about, how much? About 39 British pounds. So about that. It fluctuates, but that's about right. And due to circumstances, which I won't go into in the video, but basically the first option that I went for, I thought was dead and it didn't work. There was a whole drama about it, and I went off and bought a stupid thing to use instead. But then the first idea worked, and I ended up with two entries for the sub $50 category. And not knowing which one to go with, I put a vote out to my followers on Mastodon. Again, I'll link in the thingy-majig. I put out a vote just to ask, do you want the cleverish, kind of decently spec'd option, or do you want the stupid option? And the first option, the original idea, won by a bit. So that's what we're going with. But I will show you both. I'll show you both. So I'm probably going to jump cut now and show you the first option. Right then, so for the first option, I bought an entire fucking iMac. Hang on. There. I can't really show you. Hey, there you go. Hello. Yeah, this is an entire 2007 iMac. It has a CPU. It has, I think it's a Core 2 Duo, running at 2 point something gigahertz, so it runs at some gigahertz. It has 5 gigabytes of RAM. It came with a 320 gig spinning Rust hard drive, but I replaced that with an SSD. And it has I think it's a GeForce 9400M graphics card. But yeah, it works perfectly. The only thing that was wrong with it was it had some sort of varnish spilled all over it, but a good scrubbing with some isopropyl alcohol got that off. But otherwise, it seemed perfectly good nick. I've installed Linux on it, and it works really well. But the thing is, I got this for £20. 20 British pounds, which works out to about $30. And yeah, would I advise someone get a knackered old iMac and install Linux on it as their main machine? No, but you can. This works really well, and I was really surprised by it. It's not going to blow your mind or run anything with any sort of significant 3D to it, but it works. And now I own this for some reason. Okay, now on to the second one. Also, my slippers got wet and they're on the floor underneath me and they absolutely fucking stink. So I'm going to have to move them. Okay, moment of truth. Are you ready for my big reveal of my cheap PC challenge? PC for 2024? There it is. Let me bring it into shot. There. I do have a top for this case. Right. Oh, it's covered in crap already. Bear with me. I've got to get the specs. Right. So this box has the motherboard is a Supermicro X10 SLM LN4F, which is a server motherboard. That cost me £9.95, which works out to about $13 US. It has inside it an Intel Xeon E3 1226 V3, which runs at about 3 gigahertz. It's 4-core CPU, 3-ish gigahertz per core. That cost me £6.99. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, I bought a pack of 16 gigs because I probably will use this after the challenge for a server or something. But I bought 16 gigs of RAM, but that took me over the limit for the $50 category. So I just went with half of it. So it's got 8 gigs of unbuffered ECC server RAM. That cost me £8.24. And the GPU is an NVIDIA Quadro 600, which cost me £7.50. That's the equivalent of $9 US. Oh, the RAM worked out to about $10.80. Anyway, it all adds up to £32.68, which comes to, at the time of recording, $42.87. So I'm a little bit under, which is great. The only other thing I added to it, apart from the drives and the case and the power supply, was this audio dongle fella, because the server board doesn't have any audio. So this cost, if you want me to add this into the cost of the build, I can. This cost £1. So it's not really going to make much difference, but that's my audio adapter. So yes, benchmarks, I haven't got them up on screen at the moment, but I will insert them into the video now. At the time of you seeing this video, I will have obviously turned it into a video that I can upload and show everyone. But I am going to edit and mix and upload the video from this machine, because I have to now use this machine for the next 2 weeks as my daily driver, because that gets me extra points for the challenge. Now, I think I've been a little bit clever here, because I've already had a go on this machine, obviously testing it and building it. It's running Debian at the moment, but I am going to try out a couple of different operating systems on it. I'm going to try Haiku, which I really want to use at some point anyway, and I might try Aros as well, the Amiga-like operating system. I'm gonna use this for a few different things and see how it goes. But yeah, this is going to be my main machine for the next 2 weeks. I've got 250 gig. Is it 250? Yeah, 250 gig SSD. And I've got a DVD drive. And that's about it. Yeah, this is going to be my main machine for the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to be doing all of my Discording, web browsing, a bit of gaming. I'm going to be doing, video editing, and I'm going to see how it goes. And I am going to update my daily progress on using this machine on my Mastodon account, which I'll link below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I assume I've remembered to stick the benchmarks in for the challenge. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be using. I just need to actually wire it all in and put the case on, and then we're good to go. So, yeah, I shall see you online shortly with this. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.